Hello and welcome, this is Japan, and this video is way too late because I don't really pay attention to the time differences sometimes. I saw the 18th and for whatever reason thought, oh, it's the night on the 18th, and I'll have time to do it and then, all that. No, the event's like in 4 hours, so I need to get the finale of the Stardom 5-star GP. Procrastination, man, that is just the name of the game, I think, with content creating for a lot of people, and me in particular. So we're going to do the best way we can here and think who we're going to put in the finals. Honestly, I've been thinking about it a lot, and there's just like a lot of people that I want, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be, exactly what we think it's going to be. I feel like there's going to be somebody surprising here, and maybe the finale will be surprising. I don't know. So let's talk about it. So we have our top bracket here. We'll go with the sub match first. It's Asaya and Azuma. I really feel like they can't really like have Azuma lose in this one. I feel like she's just too much of a big star to just like she'll get knocked out in the finals. I feel like at least getting to that final 8 is kind of a good spot for her. So I'm going to have her win here. I feel like she's the best bet. And then her versus Maki, I think Maki ends up winning here. Just because of like the little bit extra of star power that it gives you. Because in particular, there's like plenty of reasons to go back and forth with which one that you would want here. But I feel like because she's healthy and she's had a pretty like solid year, I think Monkey is the one here to go to the final 4. Then we look at the bottom of the bracket. We have Rina versus Rina. Obviously, I could just say Rina's going to win this, but I do believe it's just going to be the Pink Devil Rina. One of my favorites, so obviously a little in particular here, but I feel like her winning here is really important to just honestly the division in general, because she's on the younger side, and I think she can really propel a match against Konami, and I think she beats Konami. I think she's one of those that from the lower brackets that makes that push. I mean, obviously being stablemates, there's always a little bit of different stuff, but I feel like you leave Konami in here to be a big obstacle obstacle to go past, and I think that's where you do Rina versus Maki in the finals on this side of the bracket, on the red side. Then we jump over to the blue side. Amy, or Amy? How do you even... I've never actually heard her name pronounced. I guess it would be Amy. Yeah, I guess it is. It's on the top of the bracket. Then we have Hanako on the bottom versus Starlight Kid. This is the matchup, like, I really don't know, because, like, me, I'm a big Starlight Kid fan. Like, I want her to win the whole thing. But I'm going to be honest, like, the way that she was in that tournament, I don't know if she's going to be there. I do believe that, like, if she gets out of this first round, she makes it deep, but I don't know if they do that. And I feel like they've already had the Starlight Kid match versus Amy just recently, so I'm going to go with the upset here. I think Hanako wins here, and then I think Amy beats her in the finals on this side of the bracket. I think it's because she's, this is her first year being healthy in a bit, and I mean, she already put a win over Starlight Kid. I think she's already had some pretty solid wins in the tournament, and I think this would be a solid way to win, be in the top 4, and I think it's just kind of a thing, to go there. Then we have Ruka versus Hana, or Hannah? Hannah. Yeah, I guess it is Hannah. I think this one is another one that's kind of a toss-up, just kind of depending, because I feel like either way, the person doesn't win the next round, but I think Hana wins here, and then I think Suzuki wins here in the finals, so then to make it Suzuki versus Amy at the top, and I think Suzuki will take the blue side of the bracket, and on the other side, I think it's going to be Maki versus Rina, like I said, and I think Maki's going to win. I think it's going to be it's Suzuki versus Maki. We've had that matchup, and it cooks. It really does cook, and honestly, I've kind of gone back and forth because I think either one would have a decent shot, but I do think that it's going to be Maki here. I really think that can go with a lot of different ways. Me personally, I would want Rina versus Starlight Kid as the final. That is my personal choice. Like, that's what I'm rooting for. Like, I want that. So that's like my second dream type bracket, but I think Obviously we got different things for different stuff that goes on. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think. I hate that this video came up late because it's probably going to get absolutely annihilated because it's going to be on a random time, a random everything. But I guess that's how that goes because of my procrastination. Tell me who do you guys have winning it all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!